Namaskar, sir. Namaskar. Thank you for coming, sir. We'll just start now, sir. In another 2 minutes, we're going to start the session. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Do that.
Hello, Dr. Joshi. Hello, Dr. Joshi. Namaste. Good to see you. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे देख के. Thank you, Kinkini, for this meeting. And then because of that, we are actually meeting. So, moving forward.
She is Dr. Ketaki Bapat from Office of Prayer.
Oh, very closely.
Okay. So nice to see you. All the best. Yes, we are ready to listen to you. Thank you.
It's our honor that you have joined us and you will read.
Am I audible, well? Am I audible?
Yes, you are. आप सुना सब सुन पा रहे हैं. हम लोग शुरू करते हैं, लोग ज्वाइन करते रहेंगे क्योंकि हमारे बहुत सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स होंगे. So it's 3 o'clock, तो हम लोग शुरू करते हैं. So Tusha, can you initiate the meeting?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can start. Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to you all to the 5th session in the webinar series on the theme Rural Technology for the Socio-Economic Development of Grassroots Level Women, being organized by Vigyan Prasad. We are extremely privileged to have with us today renowned Indian environmentalist Padma Bhushan, Dr. Anil Prakash Joshi. We extend a warm and heartful welcome to you, sir. We also have with us Dr. Kinkini Das Gupta Mishra, Scientist F at Vigyan Prasad. We welcome the coordinators of Women Technology Parks, NGOs working for grassroots women, DST Tara core group members, and all other scientists, researchers, and people attending the webinar through various platforms where it is being broadcasted live. Before I invite Dr. Mishra for the welcome address, I would like to remind the audience to mute their microphones for avoiding any disturbances during the session. Also, I would encourage the audience to avail this golden opportunity to interact directly with the speaker, as well as after the talk, they can post their questions and queries in the comment section. Moving on, I would like to invite Dr. Mishra for the welcome address.
Thank you, Tusha. Good afternoon. A warm welcome to one and all to Vigyan Prasad's webinar series. Today, the topic of the webinar is Technology for Rural Women Towards Sustainable Development. Rural development is necessary not only for population living in the population living in the villages, but also for the development of rural activities to accelerate the pace of overall economic and socio-cultural development. All the goals of rural development converge towards development of effective rural technologies and enabling the community to adopt the technological innovations. They need to be empowered with the advanced technical solutions available for achieving better results. As we all understand that there are a wide range of technological solutions that already exist in the country to tackle the situation at hand. And many organizations and individuals are working towards it. But the need of the hour is not to import the probable solution from outside. Rather, indigenous solution must be fetched from within. So in order to help rural regions thrive, it is important to not only develop technologies that target specific local needs, but also to be accessible to embrace. We have been talking about rural women, and that is actually a kind of a source of development. I mean, they're the vehicle. We would like them to be the change makers, and they're the key agents for development. So they play a catalytic role towards achievement of transformational economic, environmental, and social changes required for sustainable development. But limited access to credit, healthcare, and education are among the many challenges they face, and these are further aggravated by the food and economic crisis and climate change. Empowering them is essential, not only for the well-being of the individuals, their families, or their community as a whole, but to have that overall economic productivity, given women's large presence in the agricultural workforce worldwide. This webinar series that is being organized by Vigyan Prasar is aimed at improving awareness among the general public related to the importance of science and technology and how scientific knowledge and methods are crucial for rural development in transforming lives. We aim to identify the areas which need more focus and attention for bringing about the change in the sustainable development of rural women. This series makes an attempt. This is the 5th webinar in the series, and this series makes an attempt in reducing the gap of communication between the technology providers, developers, implementers, and the beneficiaries, and how bring about the scientific and technological interventions with best practices and lessons learned across the country. Today's speaker, as already Tushar has said of the session, is none other than the man who devoted his life working for the theme Local Need Meet Locally. It is our privilege to have you with us, and we are very honored to have you with us, sir. Padma Bhushan Dr. Anil Prakash Joshi is a renowned Indian environmentalist and who advocated his theme along with ecology and economy. A botanist and ecologist by training, he nurtured numerous PhD scholars for which some volunteered to work with him in the mission of rural upliftment with a focus on development of resource-based rural economy. He has founded an NGO called Himalayan Environmental Studies and Conservation Organization in Uttarakhand, in Dehradun. Being the custodian of natural resources and the rural women are critical drivers of sustainable development. During his 4 decades of social dedication, he concentrated on innovative approaches of eco-friendly, low-cost, and locally repairable technology development. He is a tireless campaigner for community mobilization, for inculcating the routine usage of disruptive technology-driven interventions in the rural to develop their competence. Under the HESCO, under the aegis of HESCO, Dr. Joshi promoted the development of new environmental friendly technologies for the agricultural sector and tapping the local resources. When I was talking to Dr. Joshi, he told me that he undertook numerous padyatras and cycle towards community empowerment across the country to assess the ecological status and across the country. And this movement attracted enormous community support and became one of the movements. And during his journey, Dr. Joshi mobilized several national level institutions, and which includes DST, IARI, FRI, BARC, DRDO, for disseminating the knowledge and information to the community, and established a mechanism for the knowledge dissemination by research institutions. And to tap the local resources, initiated a social platform for women-centering empowerment, employment generation, and marketing opportunities under the banner Women's Initiative for Self-Employment WISE. And he instituted the celebration of Himalaya Day on 9 September 2010 to draw attention of policymakers towards the Himalayan issues, which was later recognized by government of Uttarakhand. He has also received several awards in recognition of his tremendous and tireless work towards the ecology: Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri, Jamnalal Bajaj Award, Ashoka Fellowship, Indian Science Congress, Jawaharlal Nehru Award, National Award for Women's Development through Essential Education, to just name a few. Not eating into time of Dr. Joshi, I would now invite Dr. Anil Prakash Joshi to address the session. Over to you, sir, for your talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. मुझे जरा शर्म लगती है जब मेरे पुरस्कारों की चर्चा होती है. मुझे अजीब सा लगता है. I'm very grateful and that I'm invited here in this series of discussion. And this is very important. I believe that half of the world's population are women. They form the half of the world population. But when I look into the control they have in the world, so I do not see it is more than 10% in any case. But they contribute 70% of total economy directly, indirectly. If they really are serious about knowing the contribution they have been doing. But unfortunately, we do not acknowledge. That's the story. And adding to it, I'll definitely like to say, this India, in India, take the rural globally also. We in India are 650,000 villages, and these villages contribute everything, and so-called GDP. Maybe that we say that it is hardly 12-13% contribution comes from the farming and agriculture, but honestly saying, anything which we have in the rural, that is the forest, the river, and the air that we breathe all time, and the soil, it comes from the rural part of the India, and globally also it is true. So that I find is also a contribution. Because who conserve forest? Who save forest? So this is ultimately we find that the women are important, and our 650,000 villages. You see, look at the tendency of the migration. You won't find in the women. They are stable. That I just want to give something before I speak on technology and science related to the women, because I respect women. The reason is, and since I'm working in rural part of the country, gaon mein, so I find that be it Tamil Nadu, be it Bihar, West Bengal, and so on, because as she was saying the kind of, when she was mentioning my background, I travel country by cycle and so on 3-4 times. So very closely I came to know this is the only workforce and that keeps this India alive, rural India, because the migration tendency we do not see in the women. If there is any migration, so we find it because of the male. When they migrate to the cities in search of job, they take their wives and children along. Otherwise, my study says that there is no as such the migration in the rural India through the women. Second important is, which I have very strong feeling, because let us know very clearly, if you really want this country to grow, the cities hardly 8,000 cities, 22,000 kasbahs does not mean India. The India more means by its rural people, rural the villages, more significant contribution that comes from the villages makes the true India, real India. That's we really need to understand. To tell you that why I always respect the women, there is a word which I'm using.
This conference will now be recorded.
Aspirations and ambitions. I find that the women are definitely अभिलाषाएं रखती हैं पर महत्वाकांक्षी नहीं होती. I'm talking in general. मैं एक औसतन महिलाओं का इस देश के और गांव की महिलाओं के व्यवहार के बारे में बोल रहा हूं. वो अभिलाषाएं रखती हैं पर महत्वाकांक्षी नहीं होती. एस्पिरेशन है उनके बट एम्बिशियस नहीं होते. और मुझे लगता है कि इसका एक बहुत बड़ा असर होता है. एस्पिरेशन रखने वाले लोग स्टेबल होते हैं और वे चाहते हैं चीजों को, लेकिन एक सीमा से अधिक उसके लिए महत्वाकांक्षी नहीं होते, क्योंकि महत्वाकांक्षाओं ने ही हमारे बीच से माइग्रेशन गांव से शहरों की तरफ किया ही बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है. दूसरी बड़ी बात है, let us know one thing very clearly. This word development, there has not been a word at all development in 400-500 years, 100 years ago. Not as such development. हमारे किताबों और पुराणों में देख लो आप, हमारे महाभारत, रामचरितमानस और इस देश को जो सबसे आगे कहा जाता है ज्ञान विज्ञान में, there has not been a word of development. It is a product of recent civilization. ये नई सभ्यता का वर्ड है. The right word is prosperity and the progress. और इसी शब्द से दूसरे शब्द में जब हम पहुंच गए तो आइसोलेट हो गए. The prosperity is inclusive. We cannot say when we say his prosperity is there, it does not mean it is the fruit, it is this, that, it may be interlinked. But the truth is, the prosperity is an inclusive, it's a notion in a different way. And development, it's a very different kind that we use development, road, factories and this and that. But it does not include many other things. And that's very important. The prosperity we need in this country and everywhere. The development, the consequences that you have 200 and 300 years development that we have adopted, the Western way of the standard that we thought will be the best for India to decide its future. So I think we really need to understand prosperity and development of the world, and then we can go ahead with that. I think we would better understand. So second important where I see the women, they always are different, and that's why they contribute more. That when they think of themselves, it does not merely mean see only, but the whole family. And then many families make a village. So that's a very important qualities that we have in women. And you know if you look into the different movements that we have in the past, अब चाहे वो चिपको आंदोलन को आप ले लीजिए, the world's most known movement of the women who tried to save their forest, the felling of the forest. You see, look into if you make a list of the movements in the country which are local resource based or something against the society, always led by the women, or if it's not led by the women, they were the only crowd and the mob behind the movement. And because they understand the issues, और इसलिए जितने भी जन आंदोलन हुए हैं, चाहे वो माइनिंग को लेके हो, चाहे फॉरेस्ट को लेके हो, नदियों को लेके हो, आपने देखा होगा जन आंदोलन सरकार के खिलाफ आवाज भी ना हो तो लेकिन किसी चीज को बेहतर करने में सबसे बड़ी भीड़ घर गांव के बीच में और देश में वो महिलाओं की रही है. और ये मुझे लगता है कि एक बड़ा अध्ययन का विषय है जिस पर कि हमको सोचना चाहिए. अगर हमें इस देश में अगर लगता है कि देश हमारा एक पोलियो के पेशेंट की तरह हो गया हो कि जिसके टांगे पतली हैं और शरीर का हिस्सा बड़ा हो गया हो, शरीर तो शहर हो गए और टांगे गांव हो गई, तो आप सोच लीजिए कि वो कैसे चलेगा. अगर गांव हमारे कमजोर हैं, जिनके ऊपर देश खड़ा है, क्योंकि जब जीवन की बारी आएगी समझने की, तो आपको हवा, मिट्टी, पानी और पेट के सवाल ये गांव से ही जुड़े होते हैं. आपके जंगल गांव में होते, दिल्ली में नहीं. और हमारे बीच में जो है वो गांव की देन है. और हमें परिवर्तन लाना है, not really change to come in economy of this country. We'll have to see that and ensure that it is the women who can only bring a big change, because every village is to be involved and every family is to be involved. Or we recently, and there is a reason, because they are stable. I feel उनके अंदर धैर्य है, पेशेंस अगर महिलाओं का है, समझ है, संस्कार. आज कल्चरली अगर हम कहीं बचे हैं इस देश में, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द विमेन एंड it is again in the domain of the women more, because in the villages it has to be differently understood. And प्रधानमंत्री ने अभी बड़े नारे लगाए हैं आत्मनिर्भर भारत के, और मुझे लगता है कि ये आत्मनिर्भर भारत का जो नारा है ये कहीं शास्त्रों में और इस देश की परंपरा का हिस्सा रहा है. अगर आपको रिस्पेक्ट लेनी और देनी है तो आपको अपने पैरों पर खड़ा होना. और उसमें this नारा vocal or local. So I always believe, and I have been thinking seriously about that local are the women only, because most of these strong hands find a job somewhere, they do not remain any local anymore. when the village issue comes, the local are women only, and at the same time, they are vocal for their rights. History witnessed that the most of the movement of change have been brought by the women. So I believe that the local and the vocal kind of a thing which the Prime Minister have seriously talked a couple of days, couple of months back, and the Atmanirbhar Bharat. And I tell you, they are all villages. I do not know how do they see the Atmanirbharta currently in this context. But to me, the villages of this country had all time been Atmanirbhar. क्योंकि हमारी जो नई स्ट्रेटेजी बाजार की आई, इसने गांव को तोड़ा. एवरी विलेज हैज उसकी अपनी सब्जी होती थी, अपना धान गेहूं और फसल होती थी. वे अपने से आपस में इंडिपेंडेंट रहते थे. 5 गांव आपस में मिलकर कोई दाल पैदा करता था, कोई गेहूं पैदा करता था, शेयर करते थे. और सस्टेनेबिलिटी की सबसे बड़ी परिभाषा गांव से सीखनी चाहिए. what is the sustainability? I'm not talking something of Stockholm define as sustainability. I'm talking a sustainability unless when you are you do your economy which is subsistence based, when it becomes surplus and you share it, it only becomes sustainable. Unless you share something, you are not called sustainable. So sustainability lesson and definition must be learned. We must learn from the villages, and every village was sustainable. Once upon a time, they used to produce everything of their immediate needs, and any surplus they used to share with the close by villages, and in turn they had been taking of other things the villages had been producing, other villages have been. So this was a kind of sustainability. We really need to think on that line, and therefore when we are clear with 2-3 important things, that ultimately it is a women who can be a better and the real change maker. If we really want to make this country so-called Atmanirbhar, I mean, we'll have to rethink the strategy that we have in the villages, and ultimately our target must be to enter in the villages through women only, and they can only bring a change, a desired change, with this policymakers or the Prime Minister of the country have been dreaming. Now, science and technology for women is the topic that we have been discussing today. You see, I again look into in a different way. How many times when we think of science and technology intervention, the wisdom has been acknowledged before intervening in any technology? If it is a technology which is new one and innovation, I can say that 99% of knowledge and the wisdom that they had in the villages earlier, it was related to their sustainability around that. Maybe that level of efficiency was low, but most of them were of bringing the sustainability in the villages. You see, we cannot imagine a technology to harvest something which is found in the moon, not in the villages. Truly, we know we have to work on a package of technology which can help women. That is the strategic technology package and the practical knowledge. I mean, practical things which we can, the needs, practical and strategic needs-based technology. We will have to go to the villages, and the villages will be the ultimate platform for us to understand their priority and needs. You see why I say that? Most of the time, because it is a 4 decades almost we have been working, since we did not have a kind of a background for X technology which we could have developed, because the wisdom that we learned from and try to do something to improve that wisdom to make more productive. Kya hua? We suddenly found that independently some NIT, IIT have been doing technology, not knowing much about the priority number 1 or the nature of technology which the community would prefer to take. So the relevance of technology in the rural India is a very, very important in the current context. We do not deny that IIT, NIT we need that, but the mechanism to develop a technology for women, I do not deny that many technology have been definitely developed somewhere in NIT, IIT, have shown good result, given fruit in the villages. But I say, really, the time is that we have whole country to see seriously how women can be empowered to for the welfare of the country as such. See, technology mechanism, development of technology mechanism, and to make it more relevant will only be possible through a participatory mechanism. Why I say so, I give you a very good example. The water mills are 100,000 in the mountain, and this is one technology which came sometime in 2nd century, and it is the first water-based technology came on the earth. And even we do not know much history of this one, but this technology came sometime in 2nd century. और इसका काम क्या था कि गांव में जो अनाज पैदा होता है उसको पीसने का काम था. अगर ये मक्का जम्मू कश्मीर में पीसता था, तो उत्तराखंड में ये गेहूं पीसता है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट में ये थम्पिंग करके पैडी को डेस्किंग करने का काम करता था. So this technology was again used by the women, because it is a women responsibility in the villages to ensure that the आटा बन जाए गेहूं का. तो वो जाती थी घराट में, we called घराट इनको. अब जब उस गांव वहां गई तो उनको 2 काम करती थी, क्योंकि एक कोई 5 किलो आटा पीसने के लिए उनको 3-3, 4-4 घंटे, the pace was very slow, उसका पेस बड़ा स्लो था, तो वो दूसरे काम भी कर लेती थी वहां पे, लेकिन उनका टाइम बड़ा कंज्यूम होता था जब वो वाटर मिल में विजिट करती थी. हमको लगा कि इस टेक्नोलॉजी को बेहतर होना चाहिए, तो हमने उस टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए दुनिया भर में खोज की, और ITDG, one agency, came forward to help us. Now they came up with a package that they had in their mind, and they put a cross flow turbine in place of the water mill, the Pelton, जिसकी जगह उन्होंने उसको लगा दिया. अब उसी पावर को यूज करके वो स्टोन चराने लगे, but they forgot one very important thing. Number 1 was the Indian Himalayan water carry with it, और सॉइल में बालू होता है, सिलिका होता है. उसने 2 महीने में ही उसकी ब्लेड को काट दिया और वाटर मिल बंद हो गई. अब जैसे वाटर मिल बंद हुई, वाटर मिलर और गांव ने हमको बहुत कर्ज किया कि वो पहले ही ठीक था, चलता था, अब आप ये नई टेक्नोलॉजी लाए, इसका क्या हुआ. तब हमारी बात समझ में आई. We in India, in rural India, must seriously think that a technology that we are trying to intervene, वो 3 कैरेक्टर को लेके अगर नहीं है तो उसका कोई मतलब ज्यादा नहीं है. पहला, उसकी रेलेवेंस तो चलो एक बार मान ली कि वाटर मिल की टेक्नोलॉजी ठीक थी, लेकिन वो सिंपल, फिजिबल और रिपेयरेबल होनी चाहिए. बिकॉज जब वो वाटर मिल कोलैप्स की, तो वी हैड 4 months it took us to replace that cross flow turbine, and when somehow we managed to replace that cross flow turbine, the water mill is denied. हमको नहीं चाहिए साहब ये, we need our पुराना वाला. That was wonderful, that was good. At least आपको सफर नहीं करना पड़ेगा, अचानक टूट जाएगा. Here water mill technology बैठ गई. Now that came in our mind, well, IITians are not bad, ITDG guys are good enough, but हम उस कंट्री में रहते हैं जिसमें 1G टेक्नोलॉजी में है हम, और जैसे आपका मोबाइल में 1G, 2G, 3G, और हम सीधे 4G में कूद गए क्रॉस फ्लो में. तो द स्किल मैच करने के लिए रियली, अब साइकिल चलानी आएगी नहीं और मोटरसाइकिल चलाने को किसी को दे दोगे, वो एक्सीडेंट ही करेगा, मुंह तोड़ेगा अपना. Exactly that happens with the technology also, and that happened with the water mills. So then we developed an intermediate technology which was skill matching. You see, community skill matching aspect is very important. You cannot give them something which they are not trained for. The second generation of technology, wisdom is 1G, 2G, 3G is your a new SNT input into it makes 2G, 3G to them. So we believe that we really need to have a participatory mechanism to develop any technology. I can give you some other example. Some ICR lab also have been wonderfully working, wanted to develop a thresher, but this thresher was so heavy, the women could not take it from one field to the another. So the whole idea is that, why does it happen? The technology is good enough, everything is good, but the way it has to be put, it has to be made feasible for the women was not there. And there are hundreds of such examples, which I would like to not to mention here. But I would say that technology development mechanism, especially for women. Why I say women more than a man? Man have the tendency, when they do find it, well, they go in the market, urban or whichever way, they have access to, they can do anything. But the women do not normally. I tell you one thing. You can imagine, why do I say this point? हमारे गांव में महिलाएं बीमार पड़ती हैं और जब तक वो बुरी तरह वो नहीं हो जाती, तब तक वो अस्पताल नहीं जाती। चलो, वो उनकी इम्यूनिटी, उनका रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ाता होगा, लेकिन उनकी टेंडेंसी होती है कि जल्दी, क्योंकि घर के काम कौन करेगा, उनको लगता है गाय को घास कौन देगा, और वो रजिस्ट करते हैं। तो टेक्नोलॉजी में भी यही आता है कि वो बेचारा जो दे दिया, फिर उसी में वो जूझती रहती हैं, पेन लेती हैं। तो इसलिए हम जब पार्टिसिपेटरी मैकेनिज्म डेवलप करेंगे, तो वी विल डेफिनेटली कम अप विद अ टेक्नोलॉजी पैकेज व्हिच इज वेरी रेलेवेंट, रिपेयरेबल एंड एवरीथिंग। एंड सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट दैट we normally, when a technology is taken in the villages, I give you a very good example. The first time in the year 80s, I am talking about, when we took a pressure cooker in a village. अब लगा दिया हमने प्रेशर कुकर, हमने महिलाओं को दिखाने के लिए, तो तब तक उसने जो सीटी मारी और उसके बाद महिलाएं कमरे से बाहर चली गई। और फिर कुछ समय के बाद हमने कहा नहीं नहीं बहुत अच्छा है, कुछ समय के बाद वो प्रेशर कुकर तो रहा नहीं, वो पतीला बन गया, क्योंकि सर्विसेज उसके साथ नहीं थी जो आज डेवलप हो गई। सो आई थिंक व्हेन वी डेवलप अ टेक्नोलॉजी, वी रियली पोस्ट सर्विसेज related to the technology had more need to be done, and that is why मैं हमेशा अक्सर एक बात कह रहा हूं, यहाँ खेत की बापत जी बैठी हुई हैं, वो जानती हैं कि हमने कहा कि पूरे पहाड़ में जगह जगह टूल रूम्स होने चाहिए गांव में। When I say tool rooms, it does not mean that a room, something which develop a tool, but the knowledge that ICR Institute, IITs have been doing technology should be given on such tool rooms, so that technology grading can be done, and also upscale, downscale can be done in the tool room with the participation of the local community. And this tool room will be as a facilitating group who will take knowledge technology in the villages. अब आपको जानते हैं गांव में लोहार होता है, लोहार गांव में अपनी दाठी को, अपने सारे हथियारों को अपने आप डिसेमिनेट करता है, और बहुत एप्रोप्रिएट होता है, जहां खराब होता है महिलाएं उसके पास आ जाती हैं। I think unless we make a package strategy where post-installation services, mechanism to develop a participatory mode of technology, unless we do that, we will not be. Second important is, this is very true. Who control the resources? Whose domain the resources are? Then you will find the answer. Whether it is a Kerala, चाहे वहां पे मिर्ची पैदा होती हो, दक्षिण भारत हो, या वेस्ट बंगाल में चावल पैदा होता है, ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूशन, it is somewhere related to the women. They control the resources, all kind of village resources. And that means that if they have a control on resources, and it is in their domain, so our technology, our intervention must be on those lines only, which can make them better. Out of whatever they grow, they value add it and sell it in the local market. And I believe that the market kind of issue, which we have or normally have been facing question. Whenever we develop a project, the expert asks, market kya hoga? So my answer to the market will be, to all of you, I give you an example. When we were traveling whole country, the one of the study that we conducted, कि गांव के बाजार में क्या बिक रहा है, तो हमको आश्चर्य हो गया कि गांव के बाजार में वो ज्यादातर वही बिकता था जिसका लोकल रिसोर्स गांव में पैदा होता है। वो शहरों में जाएगा, then it value added there, and the गांव become the consumer. Who do you think Lijjat Papad and other papad, Lijjat Papad and the potato chips we sold, इस देश के 6,50,000 ज्यादा बड़े गांव बन चुके हैं इन बड़े बड़े ब्रांड के। अब हम हमारी स्ट्रेटेजी में जब हम क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि साहब आपके बाजार का क्या होगा, हाउ कैन यू compete with that? Let me tell you that one example. When I was coming from the West Bengal and was likely to reach the Bihar border, I saw one youth. उसने मैंने से पूछा बेटा क्या करते हो, कहने लगे साहब मैं पहले सिलीगुड़ी में 3000 की नौकरी करता था। जब मुझे पता चला कि मेरे गांव का पैडी डिहस होने के लिए यहाँ आता है और यहीं से चावल बन के इतने रुपए किलो का होता है, तो मैंने अपना ही गांव के अंदर डिहस्कर डाल दिया और डिहस्कर डाल के मैंने अपना ब्रांड बनाया और मैं लोकल मार्केट से लेके सब जगह बेचता हूँ। और उसका टर्नओवर उस समय, मैं 2013 की बात कर रहा हूँ, 2013 में उसका टर्नओवर 16 से 18 लाख रुपया था। उतने का सामान बेचता था। कहने का मतलब यह है कि हम बाजार की चिंताओं न करते हुए वैल्यू एड अगर बताएंगे, और लोकल मार्केट को भी आप अपने पर्सनल रिलेशन से, गांव का आपका रिश्ता होता है और गांव में हम स्क्वाश जैम जेली बेचते हैं, आप भी बेचते हैं, और हमें कोई कंपटीशन की जरूरत ही नहीं है किसान से, क्योंकि लोकल ब्रांड लोकल कम्युनिटी के चारों तरफ, क्योंकि उसको हमने बड़ा कॉर्पोरेट जगत का मालिक तो बनाना नहीं है। गांव वाले को जब हमने हेल्प करनी है तो वो अपना लोकल स्ट्रेटेजी लोकल मार्केट को भी रिप्लेस करता है। अगर वो काबिल होगा तो वो कल बड़ा आदमी और बन जाएगा। लेकिन आपका मेरा योगदान, आई थिंक वी विल हैव अप टू दैट। So the resource based economy, which is ultimately the local need, meet locally, is one of the slogan. When we started working way back in 3 decades ago, we had this. And why this was? Because as an environmentalist, they have been seriously working on issues that how can best we maintain an environment. Ecology and economy have to go together. And if you really want to go maintain an economy and ecology also, so you will have to be resource-based economy where both things may happen. Because reason is, I tell you, for example, the fruit yards, fruit orchards that we have been raising, the fruit beds currently we are making, it is just to meet ecology and economy both, but the tree contribute to that. Therefore, whenever you do something in farming, whenever you are doing something in the resource-based economy, you contribute both ways, ecology and economy. And as I say, we have advantage. We really need to, for example, we really need, and in the Corona काल, I do not know, but मेरे को तो कोरोना को कभी-कभी प्रणाम भी करने का मन करता है कि कोरोना ने हमको कम से कम कुछ चीजें सिखाई कि नेचर का क्या वैल्यूज है, और हम जो कुछ भी नेचर के साथ करते हैं उसके कारण आज हम कहां से कहां पहुंच गए। और उसी समय जो एक नारा भी चलना शुरू हो गया कि वीवर होल वर्ल्ड ने नमस्ते इंडिया तो कहा ही होगा, बट एट द सेम टाइम they said that why Indians have so good immunity, that was the food that Indian have been eating is something different. I know that's true also. हम लोग जरा मसाले, जरा जीरा, जरा अजवाइन, हल्दी रोज सुबह शाम खाते हैं, and ultimately our immunity is very strong. और भाई डेटा बेस भी बता ही रहा है कि हमारे यहाँ भी गए होंगे परलोक लोग, लेकिन उतने नहीं थे, और हमारे यहाँ रिकवरी रेट बहुत आ रही है बिकॉज ऑफ द फूड। सो इसलिए अभी इस कोरोना काल में, और मुझे लगता है कि जैसे हमें प्रमोट भी करना चाहिए कि लोग इम्यूनिटी के प्रति चिंतित हो गए, क्योंकि अब टीवी एडवर्टीजमेंट में ये खाइए वो खाइए, एंड अल्टीमेटली उसी एडवांटेज हमने भी कहा कि रूरल प्रोडक्ट्स आर नॉट, दे हैव ओनली वन ब्रांड, दे आर रूरल भी अपने आप में एक ब्रांड लेके खड़ा होना चाहिए। एंड वी हैव एडवांटेज ऑफ बीइंग हिमालयंस, क्योंकि रूरल प्रोडक्ट्स हमेशा प्योर होते हैं, और बाकियों की गारंटी तो नहीं कही जा सकती, लेकिन रूरल आर नॉर्मली, एंड दैट कैन बी वन वे ऑफ मार्केटिंग अवर प्रोडक्ट्स दैट दे आर प्योर हल्दी। अभी हमने एक पैकेज बनाया जिसमें हमने नमक, हल्दी और ये शहद को कह करके हिमालयन मार्केट स्ट्रैटेजी के लिए वैली कल्चर वैली करके हमारा एक ग्रुप है यूथ का, उन्होंने एक प्रोडक्ट बनाया जिसको कि जरा सा उस पर रंग लगा दिया चमकने लायक, और उसको अर्बन खरीदने के लिए तैयार है। मुझे लगता है छोटी छोटी चीजें जिससे वह, अब मैं आपको कुछ प्रयोग बताता हूं कि हाउ रिसोर्स बेस्ड इकोनॉमी हैव ब्रॉट ए चेंज। देखिए, जब हम गांव में काम कर रहे थे हमको लगता था कि वी हैव सो मेनी श्राइन्स, आपने नाम सुना होगा बद्रीनाथ, केदारनाथ, वैष्णो देवी और गंगोत्री, यमुनोत्री। अब हम बार बार ये सोचते थे कि भगवान को हम भी प्रणाम करते हैं, बट वाई ऑल टाइम कि इन वैष्णो देवी की कृपा तो गुलशन कुमार पे भी, और पता नहीं बद्रीनाथ केदारनाथ के बड़े बड़े परिवार, अंबानी परिवार, इन पर बड़ी कृपा हुई। ये जो इसके गांव के चारों तरफ भगवान बद्रीनाथ के रहते हैं, इन पर कभी बद्रीनाथ की सीधे बड़ी कृपा नहीं हुई। अब तब ये सोचा गया कि जो प्रसाद है इन मंदिरों में बिकता है, क्या मतलब है कि वो इलायची दाना, सुगर बॉल्स क्यों होनी चाहिए? Why not it should be the local product, local millets? We make sugar, I mean the laddu, and we make that as a prasad. It is a nutritious also. So we begin that, and we begin at the first time in the Vaishno Devi, and the principal scientific advisor office was, and Ketki was with us, and Department of Biotechnology was a great help to support us further. But technically, to define a prasad, we took a technical input from CFTRI also. अब वो प्रसाद बना, और आज इस पूरी यात्रा में 20 साल में श्राइन बोर्ड, वैष्णो देवी, उसके बगल में एक और है शिवखोड़ी, बद्रीनाथ, केदारनाथ, यहाँ पे सब महिलाएं अपने यहाँ जो अनाज, उत्तराखंड में ये एमेरेंथस है, चौलाई, और श्राइन में जो वैष्णो देवी और वहां पे मक्का पैदा होता है, उन्होंने मक्के के लड्डू बनाए। टर्नओवर 5 मिलियन से ऊपर है। अकेले केदारनाथ में लास्ट ईयर व्हेन एवरीथिंग वाज नॉर्मल 1.25 आपका 11 मिलियन के करीब टर्नओवर महिलाओं का था, एंड देयर वर 40 वुमेन ग्रुप्स who, and the MSP was also fixed for the amaranthus and everything. और उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा और उत्पादन चाहिए, get me good seeds and better cultivation practices. The science follows them. और इसी तरह ये प्रसाद एक बहुत बड़ा अपने आप में एक इनिशिएटिव बना, और अभी इसको देश में ले जाने की कोशिश है। 5 ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो अलग अलग देश के कोनों में है, उन बड़े मंदिरों के साथ। हमें ये लगता है कि ये क्यों सफल हुआ, इसके 3 कारण थे। एक वुमेन थी, दूसरा लोकल रिसोर्सेज था, और इसमें टेक्नोलॉजी क्या थी, बड़ा सिंपल तरीके से एक लड्डू बनाने के लिए जो प्रोटोकॉल तय होनी चाहिए कि 3 महीने खराब ना हो, वो किया, और इसने काम किया। दूसरी बड़ी बात मैं ये मानता हूं कि जब हम बहुत शुरुआती दौर में हमारे इतने फल पैदा होते थे, सब बेकार जाते थे, और हमें बड़ा दुख होता था। जो बिक गया, जो सुप्रीम बिक गया, जो नहीं बिका वो गाय भैंसों को खिलाते थे। अब आप सोचिए कि हमारी गाय भैंस भी बड़ी उन्नत दर्जे की हैं, सेब खाती हैं, और क्यों खाती हैं कि जब बिकता नहीं है तो सेब खाती हैं, आलू जो हम मर कुट के बनाते हैं। हमारी स्थिति बाजार की बड़ी वैसी रही थी, लेकिन आज वो काफी बेहतर हुई है। उसी समय पे 1989 में हमने फर्स्ट फूड प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट, there is a place called Kodar, close to it, we made one, और हमने वहां पे जो लोकल रिसोर्स होते थे, फ्रूट्स होते थे जो सड़ जाते थे, खराब हो जाते थे, बाजार नहीं होता था, उसको वैल्यू ऐड किया, और वो इतना चमत्कारिक रहा। उसके बाद हमने तमाम सिविल सोसाइटीज को इन्वॉल्व किया, सरकारों को इन्वॉल्व किया कि इसको देखिए, ये इकोनॉमी का एक अच्छा है। आज 200 से ज्यादा फूड प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट currently are working, and good thing is it is ultimately the women's doing it. This is a women's program. So what was in fact made them successful? I'll always place resources. Number 1, local resources, women control them, women were the most important, and also the local market. We replaced the local market with our product, and we were able to do so. So the whole idea is that if we really want to intervene in villages, we'll have to look into the local resources where the women have their access. जहां अब आप खनन में, माइनिंग में अगर महिलाओं के तो पुरुषों का आधिपत्य है भाई, वो तो ठेका नहीं लेने देंगी। लेकिन मैं आपको बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग चीज सुना देता हूं जो आपको अच्छा लगेगा। जब हमने विमेन को ऑर्गेनाइज किया, और विमेन को जब ऑर्गेनाइज किया तो उन्होंने उनसे कहा कि अपना पैसा भी इकट्ठा करो, जो कुछ भी होता है अपना एक, यू शुड मेक योर ओन बैंक, which we call women bank, महिलाओं का बैंक है। अब इस बैंक में क्या क्या जो पैसा इकट्ठा होता है अपने लिए काम में भी आते हैं, लेकिन इनके पास गांव के यूथ जाते हैं और वो यूथ कहते हैं कि गांव में सरकार की एक नहर बन रही है और उस नहर का ठेका हम लेना चाहते हैं और सरकार ने कहा है कि लोकल को देंगे लेकिन हमारे पास पैसा नहीं है। तो महिलाओं ने उनको लैंड कर दिया, नहर बनाने के लिए पैसा उनको 5 लाख रुपए दे दिया और उनसे कह दिया इस नहर बनाने के ठेके लेने के बाद आप इसमें 10% इंटरेस्ट डाल के हमको वापस करोगे। तो दे बिकेम, उन्होंने यूथ की भी सहायता कर दी, अपना काम भी कर दिया और चल गया। ये महिलाओं से ही संभव है और ये ट्रस्ट अगर कहीं पे विश्वास अगर हमें इस देश में जगाना है तो मुझे लगता है कि हमको रिसोर्स बेस्ड इकोनॉमी, हमारा दोनों इकोलॉजी एंड इकोनॉमी दोनों को एक बेहतर दर्जे में ले जा सकती है। और जो आत्मनिर्भर भारत का बड़ा नारा है, हो सकता है वो दूसरी चीजों के लिए भी हो, हवाई जहाज बनाने से लेके और आम जो हमको जरूरत होती है देशों में, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि आत्मनिर्भरता को खरा अगर उतारना है इस देश में तो हमें गांव में जाना पड़ेगा। हमें नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि शहर हमारा पेट नहीं पाल सकते, ये गांव है जो हमें जिंदा रखते हैं। हवा, मिट्टी, पानी ये गांव से ही चलते हैं, इसलिए गांव हमारी प्राथमिकता होनी चाहिए। और जिस तरह से माइग्रेशन हो रहा है, सिर्फ और सिर्फ अगर महिलाएं बची हैं तो महिलाओं के इस देश को और इन गांवों को हम उनके माध्यम से ही एक बड़े परिवर्तन की ओर ले जा सकते हैं। ऐसे बहुत से एरिया है, बहुत से दोस्तों ने तमाम तरह के काम किए हैं, चाहे वो प्रैक्टिकल नीड्स हो, स्ट्रेटेजिक नीड्स हो, चूल्हे की बात हो, गर्म पानी करने की बात हो, ये तमाम चीजें मुझे लगता है कि इसके लिए एक मैकेनिज्म एक डेवलप करना पड़ेगा जहां इंस्टीट्यूशंस भी हैं, पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए कम्युनिटी है, फैसिलिटेटर के रूप में हम जैसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैं, व्हेन कलेक्टिवली वी विल वर्क, इसके लिए काम करने की कोशिश करेंगे तो हम एक बड़े बदलाव की तरफ जा सकते हैं। और सच तो ये है, अपना देश जो अभी कहीं चाइना और अमेरिका की टक्कर लेना चाहता है तथाकथित विकास के नाम पर मुझे लगता है कि वो दौड़ तो ठीक है, वो अपने दर्जे की दौड़ है, लोग दौड़ते चले जाएं, लेकिन अगर ऐसा ना दौड़े कि गांव पीछे हो जाए, क्योंकि ये ना भूलें आपके जेब में पैसे होंगे लेकिन खाने को अगर कुछ नहीं होगा तो पैसे बेकार के हैं। इसलिए गांव बचाना हमारा अब धर्म है और यही हमारा कर्म होना चाहिए। और उसका सबसे बड़े जो वाहक होंगे, those who can carry the whole mission, the women only, मैं उनकी बहुत रिस्पेक्ट करता हूं। मैं आज भी गांव में और हम लोग जब भी किन्हीं गांव में जहां काम करते हैं, हमको हमेशा जो सम्मान महिलाओं से मिलता है, उनकी महत्वाकांक्षाओं के लिए नहीं, उनकी अभिलाषाएं, जो भोजन हमको मिलता है, जो प्रेम सम्मान मिलता है, जो संस्कृति इस देश में बची है, वो पुरुषों से कम है, महिलाओं से ज्यादा है। और अगर इस देश को सस्टेनेबल बनाना है तो संस्कृति को भी देखना पड़ेगा, रिसोर्सेस, कल्चर, क्योंकि कल्चर ट्रेन यू फॉर कॉन्जर्वेशन ऑल्सो, वेयर न्यू सिविलाइजेशन जो आप सोचते हैं ये कंज्यूमरिज्म लाता है, इट डजंट ट्रेन यू मच विद द कंजर्वेशन एंड द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ नेचर एंड अर्थ सेज द कंज्यूमर मस्ट बी ए कंट्रीब्यूशन। और जो कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहा है अगर उसे एक्नॉलेज नहीं करेंगे, अपने देश को जब हम बड़ा चढ़ा के बातें हैं तो मुंबई, दिल्ली और मद्रास और बेंगलोर की बात करते हैं, ये सिटी वो सिटी, हमने कितनी बार अपने गांव के, बड़े गांव के नाम लिए कि हमारा देश इसलिए गर्व करता है कि गांव सस्टेनेबल है और ये महिलाओं की देन है जिनसे बचा है। जब तक हम अपनी सोच और रणनीतियों को नहीं बदलेंगे तो शायद हम उन नारों के बीच में रह पाएंगे और हम पार नहीं पा पाएंगे। तो अगर पार पाना है तो जो महिलाओं को हमारे शास्त्रों ने भी कहा है कि वो हर कार्य की केंद्र है, अब अगर बड़े बदलाव को चाहते हैं तो हमें एक बार दोबारा उन्हीं को प्रणाम करते हुए आगे जाना पड़ेगा। मैं अपनी बात को यहीं पर समाप्त करता हूं और आपको धन्यवाद देता हूं कि आपने मुझे ये अवसर दिया। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspirational and insightful talk. So, the gist of the whole talk is that women need to be actively brought and involved in the mainstream of national economy for stable and buoyant economy for inclusive growth. And to do so, sir said, the technology mechanism for women need to be in place. And developing technology for women is possible through participatory in nature. As you said, sir, what is required is the 1G, that is wisdom, 2G and 3G with SNT. We need to have a participatory mechanism and skill matching to make it feasible for women. And the ecology and economy have to go together to bring resource-based economy to a collective approach. And in order to promote the same, you concentrated on the technology development, innovative market approach, and organization of community for the same. Thank you so much, sir. I have one question, sir. I'll start with, now the session is open for interaction. Sir, but what were the strategies that you adopted to empower women and impact on existing social fabric then and now? Because, so that's one, that what is the strategy that needs to be adopted to empower women and how its impact on the existing social fabric, sir? If you can throw some...
Yes, yes. I tell you one thing, in a village only, if you go and visit a village, you will find that within the village, everybody know, even the male, they're aware that everything revolves around the women. So that that way they respect them. So what we have been otherwise doing in the beginning only, we invite both male and the female. I mean, we do not want anything, the dissension and difference between the two. A common decision if we have to arrive to. We keep both of them. And also the children, the women and the young girls. The reason is that they will be in future in some village or in some way, even in some city, they will be aware of knowledge, technology, and so on. So we have been involving as such, all of them. And then we have a discussion, talk them, and fix the priority. What is number 1, 2, 3, 4? We do not talk of technology and science knowledge with them in the beginning, because I have learned something. मेरे को ऐसा एक बार मैं और मेरे साथ बड़े-बड़े लोग एक गांव में गए और वहां पे मैं एज एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट था. मैंने बड़ा भाषण दे दिया, जैसे कि अभी दिया होगा, कि पेड़ लगाइए, पेड़ बचाइए और इससे देश होगा. मेरे साथ टॉप एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट थे. एक महिला खड़ी हो गई, बड़ी बूढ़ी किस्म की हो. उन्होंने मेरे को डांट दिया, कौन हो तुम? अब मैं पढ़ाता था डिग्री कॉलेज में, मैं हक पका गया. मैंने कहा मैं एक सोशल वर्कर हूँ. सोशल वर्कर हो, हमें बताओ कि पेड़ किसे कहते हैं? They are born in forest. We know everything XYZ about the forest. Number of tree you want, we will plant it. But पहले 3 प्रायोरिटी बताओ हमारी. हमारे लिए अस्पताल नहीं है, बच्चों को बहुत दूर स्कूल जाना था, स्कूल ले आओ. और सड़क नहीं आती गांव में, आप सड़क लेके आओ. We will do that. तब से हमने सीखा, अपनी बात जो आपको आती है, अपनी बात न कहें, उनकी सुने और तब अपनी बात कहें. आज वही क्षेत्र सबसे ज्यादा ऑक्सीजनल वेजिटेबल पैदा करता है, क्योंकि हमने उनकी सड़क की लड़ाई लड़ी, हमने उनके अस्पताल के लिए भी लड़ाई की और पानी का बड़ा मुद्दा था वो भी लड़ा. उनको करने के बाद फिर हमने उनको इन्वॉल्व किया. आई मीन ये इश्यूज होने चाहिए और ये हम सबके बीच में भी होना चाहिए अगर गांव में जाना है. और महिलाएं हमारी सबसे बड़ी वाहक है.
I now open the session for an open discussion. So आप लोग सर से क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं और आप लोगों के भी जो you can also share your experiences and आपके जो भी है जर्नी वो भी आप सर से शेयर कर सकते हैं. आप अलग-अलग क्षेत्र से आए हैं. I can see a lot of participants from north.
Ma'am, I have a question. Can I go next?
Yes, sure, please. Please proceed. Puchinga, yeah.
May I? This is Dr. Neela Ahuja from Uttarakhand.
Yes.
I have heard Dr. Joshi earlier also. Dr. Joshi, आपका सेशन हमेशा बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है, बहुत अच्छा लगता है सुनते रहे. और आपको मिले हुए हैं हम आपसे. यूपीएस से हूँ सर मैं. सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है कि you have ample experience in communicating and working with the community. We would like to know how can we promote positive change through adoption of innovations and make the beneficiaries partners in the process.
I think you are from UPES?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Acha,
Sir,
acha.
once in the DST core group, I had also come over there. और
Yes, yes, yes.
काफी वहाँ पर सर आपका पूरा विलेज और वो सब हमने विजिट किया था सर, बहुत बढ़िया लगा था.
मैं आपसे
जी.
ये कहना चाहता हूँ, देखिए अगर आपको कम्युनिटी से कम्युनिकेट करना है तो देखिए कुछ बातें हैं जो अजीब भी हो सकती हैं, लेकिन जिनके लिए आज देश में काम किया जाना चाहिए, those who placed as a backward, we have been saying, पीछे हैं economically और by all standard, we have been saying, we really need to have the best tool to communicate with them. When I say so, they should realize that you are part of them. You know why? I always been thinking that is why when you will come in HESCO, my organization, we don't have any four-wheeler. All of you are aware of this fact. We never wanted our team to travel in a village in a four-wheeler. वो तो उसी समय अलग हो जाएंगे. अब चलो गांव में अब स्कूटर मोटरसाइकिल आ गई. My team always go through that, and that's how you can best connect yourself with the community. Because अगर उनको लगेगा आप अलग हैं, वो अलग हैं, और आप कुछ बड़ा देने आए हैं, वो लेने वाले हैं, तो वो एक बराबर नहीं हो पाते. उनको अपनी बराबरी में लाने की पहली कोशिश होनी चाहिए मेरी ओपिनियन में, और फिर धीरे धीरे आप उनसे खुद से बनते चले जाएंगे. आई थिंक एवरीथिंग विल हैपन. जो आपको आता है आप उनको दीजिए, जो उनको आता है उनके पास बहुत कुछ है सिखाने के लिए. वही तो बात है कि कभी हमने गांव से सीखा ही नहीं, हम तो अपनी बात सिखाने जाते हैं. गांव से सीखे होते तो वही खाते भाई जो गांव वाले खाते हैं. तो ये पिज्जा, ये डॉग फूड, क्या क्या अजीबोगरीब नाम है, मोमो सोमो, जिसने इस दुनिया को बर्बाद और देश को भी बर्बाद कर दिया. हमने गांव से नहीं सीखा. मुझे लगता है यही तरीका.
थैंक यू सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू.
मतलब ये आपको शो नहीं हुआ ना उसमें आपके.
Can I ask a question, Dr. Kinkini? नमस्कार डॉक्टर जोशी, आपको सुनकर बहुत खुशी हुई. मैं इंदुपुरी DST से. हाँ जी, नमस्कार जी. So my question is very simple, that we know that villages are a good example of sustainable economies, and they have lot of products also to offer. Now, sitting in DST, what the kind of problems which we face is that mainly the village economy is a closed economy. Like the most of the products are for local and self-consumption only. So if we want to upscale, and if we want that the products which the locals are making, they should become global, then how to bring in standardization, some kind of quality control, and motivation to them, so that they can have proper labeling of their products, proper brand management, and uniformity in quality. Only then they can reach out and they can earn more money and they can look beyond. That is my observation, and I would like your valuable comments on that, because you know both the sides of the coin.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you. The fact is, let me tell you the background when we begin with making the value-added product from the local fruits and the foods. We in the beginning had 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Today, the best thing is that, if you really want to cover a larger area, there have to be some satellite units of semi-processing. Once semi-processing, you cannot reach all villages because there are hundreds of villages you cannot reach. But you can make a place, a common center where the semi-processed food comes, because transportation otherwise has a problem. Take an example, a potato, when we have to hire, the labor and the cost is so high, we do not at the end of the day get anything out of it, no profit. What we have been doing is that we are reducing the volume by saving processing in a village. And then it transforms in a central unit where all necessary inputs are given, where the value addition beside the final product we make, then branding we try to do. And that is the reason 30 years. Now the second thing what we did, that inter-exchange of the resources between the different units have been working. The one at the high altitude, if it has got the rhododendron squash, and the down below in the foothill, somebody has the guava. So they both also exchange a semi processed food. So what the first place we try to go the cross market, and for Uttarakhand, Dehradun, Haldwani, Rudrapur, these are the close town. And then up to that, we reach and we do the marketing. Above recently, some youth have come forward and they have organized themselves. And next time when I meet you, I'll give you a packet. Recently, we, with a good package, which is very attractive, writing the why this you should eat it, because it is immunity boosting and all भी जो नाटक किए जा सकते हैं, we have put into it. और so in a course of 2 decades, हम यहाँ तक पहुंचे हैं. And I'm quite sure, जैसे कि आपने कहा, कि हमको लोकल के अलावा उसके भी आगे जाना है. तो मुझे लगता है कि जो साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी का सबसे बड़ा योगदान होना चाहिए कि हमारे पास 2-4 इस तरह की सेंट्रल यूनिट जो इक्विप्ड हो प्रॉपरली विद ऑल नेसेसरी इक्विपमेंट एंड ऑल स्टैंडर्ड व्हिच वी कैन मेंटेन थ्रू. Because it is not only Uttarakhand is also growing as a mushroom cultivation is a very fast growing, but we really need a central unit for that so that we can further value add. It's not all mushroom is sold as a raw. We got need a value addition, and so is the case for others. There's a scented material है. Let me tell you, Uttarakhand में अब आपको आश्चर्य होगा कि we are said to be herbal and aromatic state. और हमारे यहाँ जितनी अगरबत्ती धूपबत्ती आती है वो दक्षिण भारत से आती हैं करोड़ों रुपए की. हमने कहा उसको डेंट दें, हम ऐसा बनाए. बट अगेन जैसे मैंने कहा, फूड प्रोसेसिंग में हमने कुछ हद तक किया और हमने 2 हिस्से कर दिए कि अब लाखों करोड़ों का प्रसाद जो बना के हम रोजगार कर रहे हैं, लेकिन एक खास दर्जे के लिए जो देहरादून हो या उसके बाहर के लोगों के लिए हमको कुछ सेंट्रल यूनिट्स ऐसी अवश्य हमारे पास होनी चाहिए कि ताकि इस नेटवर्क को ये सेंट्रल यूनिट्स टेक्निकली फीड कर सके, ट्रेनिंग भी कर सके और जो भी नए नए डेवलपमेंट टेक्नोलॉजी रिलेटेड है उनको भी बीच बीच में बांटता रहे. So I think that will only be the way we can do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think somebody, I think Tanvi Hussain, ma'am, is here online.
Ma'am,
would you like to-
can I ask
Yes,
a question?
Yes,
Ma'am.
sure.
My question to Anil sir is that, sir, in case of Northeast also, we have very much of
we do-
resources. We have.
Can you please on your camera, make your camera on so that sir can see you.
Actually, ma'am, I don't have the camera in the system today plugged in.
Okay, fine. No issue. Please continue.
Okay.
कोई बात नहीं.
Sir, I had a question that in Northeast we have resources, we have forest-based resources, we have other resources as well, natural resources, but finding market link is it's an issue here, and that is why the people who are living on these localized resources are not getting enough for their livelihood, and also these things are not flourishing. So, sir, can you please suggest on how to establish market link?
Which part of the Northeast you are?
So, I'm from Assam.
Assam. So we also have intervened in the north. You visit a village called Manipur, close to the Manipur, and Impal. That community around have been producing a lot of food, but there was no as such a market. Now there has been, there is organization. The women travel from from the Manipur to this place. Now they have got a full plan. Recently, there has been an also in Assam.
May I say something?
Also. So I think, see, there are two things we really need to understand. We all time have been market all time, but don't you think that if I'm producing something, a fruit which comes in the month of October, I become a fruit fly in month of March, why not I value it, add it for my local consumption also? So that can be one another advantage we really should seriously understand. Because if we do not consume, we share it for the paper money, I don't think that's good. But no, I believe that the Manipur and Northeast, the bamboo have international market and they have gone everywhere. So maybe that there are many other resources we have not been able to do much. I think we really need to have organized approach. I am not disappointed at all because the two places when we intervene, we found a very good results. And I hope someday you come and visit us here in this place. We'll definitely give you a lot of thanks so that you go back and do something for the community. We'll definitely.
Thank you, sir. Rahul Chakravarti ji is here online from West Bengal, Purulia. Would you like to ask directly to sir, or I'll give your comment to Rahul ji? Rahul Chakravarti, would you like to ask the question to sir directly? Yes.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are. You are. Can you switch on your? Is it
Yeah,
possible?
please.
Yeah, please.
1 minute.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So my question is, we work in Purulia, and which is a very low rainfall area in West Bengal. So may I request you to kindly share some basic technologies for water conservation that can be easily managed by the rural women?
What is the rainfall there?
It's only 20 to 30 days in a year.
20 to 30 days in a year. And do you have some streams also?
We have ponds, but not streams.
Okay,
But
well,
that's
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, let me tell you, it's a very successful experiment that we have been able to do. Whole state is following it now. We have now this experiment has gone in 2,500 places in Jammu Kashmir to Uttarakhand to other places. The best thing is that any amount of water that falling there, you should immediately catch it. And the best way is that you make water holes in your catchment zone. Because what happened in the past, there has been a deforestation. The role of a watershed was to conserve the water, any rain that fall, it immediately used to catch the rain, and through the roots, it used to go to inside the rocks where it recharged the aquifers. What we did, the similar thing had happened with us also. At least the place where I'm located, there was a stream which was totally dry. What we did, we simply made water holes. 1 hectare, we made more than 400 water holes. One water hole size is 1 by 1 cubic meter. That means in 30 millimeter rainfall, it fills up 1,000 liter water goes. If you have, what is the amount of rainfall that you have? Total rainfall. You don't know. Which part of the West Bengal you have? Which part of the West Bengal?
Purulia, sir. Purulia.
I think you must be having 200, 300 millimeter rainfall. Within that millimeter rainfall, 30 millimeter rainfall in 1 hectare can give you lakhs of liter of water. That the study that we had taken. My request will be, in some way or other, those who are conducting this webinar today, I'll request them that most of the question related to what their needs are also. So we can connect what we have been doing here with them. the water is the most important issue. I respect his question because the whole country, yesterday I was with the Director General Namani Gange guys. They were all monitoring. They were all here to see that the water recharging that we were able to do. Induji also aware that what we tried, that a river which was dried almost, the water came into. And where Rahulji is now, you see, in case the water comes back, many things will happen. So I think, Rahulji, you must first task to ensure that before next monsoon to come, and because of winter rains and so on, you make water holes, you need a technology, we will definitely do. They are coming to the Bihar government, want to take this technology package for their forest land from us. I'll definitely love if you'll approach us. I'll definitely like to serve you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll help them to connect with you, sir. We'll help them to connect with you, sir. Yeah. Some 2-3 more questions, sir. We'll close it. Yeah. I understand. Yes.
Ji.
There are a few questions that we have received through YouTube. So मैं 1-2 questions आपको बोलती हूँ, sir. पूछती हूँ. Climate elastics. In case of Northeast India, basically Assam, we have resources, but the local items and people dependent on local item-based economy suffer due to non-availability of market links. That is one. And can you suggest how to establish market links? And another question is why, this is from Bandana Manchanda, why India government not build the rainwater harvesting in Indian homes, both city and village? So there are...
what is that second question?
First question is Northeast India mein, there are local resources and local items, but they have difficulties in linking with the local market. So how do they establish market links to sell their local?
It's a very vague question in my opinion. It depends on the product. See, it's a very ridiculous thing which I'm raising here, telling you here. See, most of the companies making water bottle, do you think they produce water? They don't produce water. They take water, that river come from the Assam, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh. The other make the water bottles, and it is the booming business in the country. That's why I raised question in my state that 300 millions of worth of water bottles the state buy every year during the tourists and the pilgrims. Why can't we make a water bottle here? Is that a very big technology? Our youth should be made a group, and you Ganga Pani, Yamuna Pani, Iska Pani, Uska Pani, we can sell ourselves. See, it is a very vague. I want to tell you that which product ultimately. Bamboo patches the highest prices, Northeast product. I know that, I'm aware, I'm member of several committees there. It depends. What passion fruit only Northeast people have been doing passion fruit. We make a product which is very ecologically with us only. We can brand it. We'll have to work hard. Because how come suddenly we find that Patanjali has become a brand? So what Patanjali, do you think the Patanjali has been producing everything? They have been sourcing from the village. So we'll have to collectively work together to make Himalayas as a brand. This has been repeatedly saying. And those small efforts that we have to bring all them in a common platform and make a big, Dr. Induji had a very right issue. Say a brand. We really need to have a big brand of Himalaya. So I think these are many issues which I think need a lot of debate and discussion, and we have been doing with the government development agencies, fighting some time. That's it.
Sir, I have a question. What thing motivates you for the social movement, and what is the support system that has enabled you to achieve your dreams? Was it family, government, or what was that thing?
देखिए बहन जी, सोशल वर्क में तो कभी कोई साथ नहीं होता, और मेरी फैमिली हो या कोई, लेकिन आपके अंदर ये कला होनी चाहिए कि आप उनको लेके चले। पहली बात, मुझे मोटिवेट किसने किया? मुझे लगता है कि मैं गांव में पैदा हुआ, और मैंने देखा कि वी हैव बीन डूइंग एवरीथिंग, लेकिन वी आर नॉट एक्नॉलेज्ड। और ये पीड़ा थी। और साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, इन्वायरमेंट, बॉटनी मेरे सब्जेक्ट थे, तो मुझे लगता था हम कहाँ पे पीछे छूट गए। हम एक ही जगह पीछे छूटे, नॉलेज, टेक्नोलॉजी, साइंस, ये हमारे पास होते। तो हमने जब उस पर काम किया तो कम्युनिटी ही मोटिवेटर हो गई। किसी के चेहरे पे खुशी सबसे बड़ा मोटिवेशन आपको देता है। किसी गरीब का भला हो जाता है, वो आपको आशीर्वाद देता है और वही आपको बनाता है। तो मेरे लिए, मुझे लगता है मेरे गांव भी मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ा मोटिवेशन पहुंच रहा होगा। और सपोर्ट सिस्टम तो पहले तो कोई नहीं करता, लेकिन कुछ लोग आते हैं, अच्छे लोग होते हैं। मुझे हमेशा एक बात चुभती भी है कि जो लोग कुछ करना चाहते हैं और जो कुछ कर रहे हैं, तो जो करना चाहते हैं उन्हें कुछ, जो कर रहे हैं उनके पास खुद जाना चाहिए। ये ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि अगर हम कर रहे हैं तो मैं कहीं जाऊं कि हमारे लिए ये करिए। मुझे लगता है कि ये एक रिश्ता अब नए सिरे से बनना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम तो अब थैला और कटोरा पकड़ते पकड़ते अब हमारी काफी उम्र निकल गई है। लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि अगर बहुत से मेरे जैसे लोग जो गांव में काम कर रहे हैं, हम सबको उनके पास जाना चाहिए, उनको रिस्पेक्ट करना चाहिए। और आपकी रिस्पेक्ट खाली अधूरी नहीं है, क्योंकि आप जो कुछ भी खा रहे पी रहे हो और जिंदा रहते हो, ये उनकी कहीं कृपा है। तो उनकी कृपा को प्रणाम करते हुए, उनको श्रद्धा देते हुए, श्रद्धांजलि उनके कार्यों को देकर उनसे कहें कि आप क्या कर सकते हैं। तो मुझे लगता है आपको भी अच्छा लगेगा और उनका भी सम्मान होगा। मुझे लगता है कि ये सबसे बेहतर।
धन्यवाद डॉक्टर जोशी, धन्यवाद जोशी जी। आपके इतने सारगर्भित व्याख्यान के लिए आपका आभार। अभी हम लोग इसको समाप्त करते हैं इस सेशन को, बिकॉज सर को एक और प्रोग्राम में जाना है। So I have a request that those who have any particular queries which you want to ask sir, आप लोग एक ईमेल, सर मैं ईमेल शेयर कर सकती हूँ आपका सभी के साथ। Can I share?
May I talk something? I have joined first time this meeting. I am from Jabalpur. Jabalpur, Dr. Alka Madhusudan Patel. I have joined this first time this meeting, and I am so impressed. We also belong to village place. Then I can do so many work to there also. Just like Joshi sir has said, I can do also in my village. Thank you.
Oh, बहुत अच्छा, बहुत खूब।
मेरा नंबर दीजिएगा, she can talk to me.
हाँ सर, एक women मिल गया, women ambassador.
जी।
Thank you so much, and we'll get connect with you again, sir. Thank you for giving your time.
धन्यवाद सभी लोग जितने मुझे सुन रहे हैं, उनका सबको प्रणाम और धन्यवाद। और हमसे जुड़ने की आशीष करिए। हिमालय के लोगों से जुड़ेंगे तो भगवान बद्रीनाथ, केदारनाथ, गंगोत्री, यमुनोत्री का आशीर्वाद मिलेगा। गंगा यमुना तो मिल ही रही है।
एक फोटो लेते हैं हम लोग। मैं सभी से अनुरोध करती हूँ, kindly make your camera on so that we can take a photograph. Just one click. Kindly make your cameras on.
अच्छा।
Just quickly.
Publicity campaign.
Thank you.
Just one.
बहुत
धन्यवाद।
प्रणाम।
Thank you so much. Pranam sir.
प्रणाम।
Thank you.
So